Well, it's an incredibly hot afternoon, evening in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I wanted to take a few moments to tell you what's happening with our canoe and how it's evolving. The initial choice of our canoe was based upon the need to have both Melinda and I in the boat at the same time, along with our 75-pound dog, Nelson. So we needed a canoe that was wide and stable enough for that, and still light enough for me to carry myself to launch and retrieve. This one turned up. It's a 1988 Old Town, and we were fortunate to get it. It's beautifully made, hand-laid fiberglass, 55 pounds, nice seat backs, nice seats. It's really beautiful. Built in 1988. So we decided to get this, and we've had it out in our first trip in the river, and it managed very well. It came with two paddles, one shorter and one longer, one for Melinda and one for myself. But paddling a canoe has always been a little odd for me. It seems like the stroke for the back person that's trying to propel and steer the boat, the J stroke, is not very efficient. So I wanted to initially approve that with a kayak paddle. And I found that somebody actually makes one, a company called Bending Branches. So the first acquisition that I made for the boat was to get a kayak paddle designed for canoes from this company. It's 9 feet long because you sit so high in a canoe, and it has 3 notches for adjusting how much twist you want between the paddles. It's perfect for what I wanted, and I think we'll give this a shot the next time we're out. So one of the things we really want to do with the boat is take it fishing and use it as a camera platform. So the next thing I looked into was how to mount fish rod holders and camera holders onto the boat. And I found that Scotty makes these handy mounting brackets for all sorts of things that we can attach to the boat once they're mounted. I mounted 2 of them, one on each side for the cameras, on the yoke, the canoe yoke, and that turned out to be very stable, very rigid base. And then I got these extensions and this camera mount, right, for the GoPro that'll go on each side of it. So these things will hold the GoPro, and one looking forward and one looking backward, and be running whenever we want them to. So that turned out to be really nice. And then I've mounted 2 more, one in the bow and one in the stern, for rod holders or other things. So if we look at them, they're mounted pretty much right on the end plates of the canoe, and I used a piece of aluminum as a backing plate so that these holders are fairly stable and secure to the boat. So these Scotty connectors are the locking type, and you push a button on the side, and then you can lift whatever is in them out, this being a fishing rod holder. One of the things that you can also put in them is an anchor holder. So this goes in, has a nice little locking mechanism for the line, and can easily replace the fishing rod holder with a snap. The other thing I got, because a lot of times you do want to anchor when you're fishing, is this adorable little Bruce anchor. You always want to put it on your desk. It's a weight holder. It's 1 kilogram, but perfect for the boat. And well, I'm sure we'll use that a lot. The next thing I did was look for a crate to carry the heavy stuff and this messy stuff, keep it from flying around the bottom of the boat. So I found this at Walmart, and I cut the top down so it fits nicely right under the back seat. And this is where I'm going to keep the ropes, the anchor line, the anchor, the build sponge, and various other items that don't mind getting wet and will stay nicely inside of this, tucked away under my seat. Of course, when you go fishing, you need to have something to carry your bait in, so you get one of these bait buckets, and you also get a big bucket, because when you go into the store to get the bait, they fill this up with water and the bait, and then it'll easily slosh around and spill all over what you're gonna take it with in your car. So you get a Home Depot special and use this to carry it in your car before you get to your boat, or in the boat too, so that you have the water contained. And of course, you need all the legal stuff. So you need your life jackets. Vest type like this is very good for the boat. Melinda prefers to wear these since she's not that good a swimmer. You can have a throwable like this one, which I prefer because then I can kneel on it if I want to get down the bottom of the boat or sit in the bottom of the boat. It's nice and comfy. And even Nelson has his own life jacket, and that's really good to have on board, especially if you're in very cold water. Dogs get cold quickly and can cramp up just like humans. The other things that you need should go into some kind of dry box. So if you have stuff like a GPS, I have a depth finder, your flares, rocket guns, blankets, space blankets, stuff like that I put in there. It stays dry, stays handy, and easy to get to. And of course you need the proverbial ice box for putting your fish and keeping your beverages cold and your lunch cold. It's handy to have. And a dry bag. So this is an ancient dry bag that I had with my first boat back in the 70s, so that shows you how long one can last. And you put towels or other things in here that you want to stay dry in case it rains or in case it sloshes around the bottom of the boat, or in case you tip over. You notice everything has got a string attached to it, so that if the boat does tip over, everything is tied to the boat and it doesn't disappear somewhere. And that's pretty much the whole story. For this boat at this moment, this is what we've done. And we're looking forward to going out and taking her fishing this weekend. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye.